Yo, what's up, everybody? Let's see. Is the microphone on? Can you hear me? If you guys are on YouTube, go ahead, smash the like. If you're listening on X, hit the heart. It's that simple. Yeah, I got two black eyes and a broken nose. I sound like I'm congested. My shit got smashed up in there. Wee doggy. That was fun as fuck, though. I tell you what. Sounds perfect. All right, fam. I appreciate you. Let's go. First show back in a while, man. Feel good to be back in the saddle. I'll tell you what. Thank you guys for being here. Let me bring up let's see, my guy Doug. Man, oh man, Doug, it was great to have you in my corner in the ring, dog. Appreciate you so much, homie. That was something else. Let's see. Let's get this space shared here on the screen so you guys can see that. Welcome back to Web3 Breakfast. My goodness, I feel like it's been at least 2 weeks. I know obviously last week I was in Dubai, and the week prior was the last week of camp. So we didn't do the show the last couple of weeks, but shit, flew back Saturday, got my rest. I am back. We are back on a normal schedule. That was a very easy transition. Our flight, how it came in, the time that it came in on Saturday evening was perfect, just to like be exhausted, go right to sleep, and get right back on track. So, but I am glad to be here with you guys. What's going on? What is up? How we doing?
GM.
What's up, brother?
Oh, I'm glad you had a good flight in, man. My flight was terrible. I don't know if I told you, but it took us 3 attempts to land, and not only did it take 3 attempts to land, they told us as well that if we failed that one, we were going to have to fly to the next nearest airport, and the next nearest airport would have put me at like the other side of my country. So, yeah, luckily he did it. He managed to get us down in 70 to 90 mile an hour gusts. So hats off to that pilot.
Sheesh, man. That's one of those things, man, when you're coming down, hitting pockets of air or wind gusts and feeling the plane drop, and you're like a couple hundred feet like at once. Like, you don't like that shit when you're landing. No way.
No, for sure. I mean, my eyes were, really tightly closed, and I was just imagining that I was on one of those fairground rides. The sort of rides that you go on to impress a girl back in high school, but you really don't want to do it. You just man it because it's only like 2 minutes of your life. That was me.
I'll tell you what, man. I had one of those recently as a grown man. Several years ago, Whitney and I went to, we went down, we were doing like this. This was before Emmy was here. So this was more than 3 years ago, probably 5 years ago, something like that. Well, we did like this back-to-back Disney trip where somehow, some way, Whitney's family booked a week trip. And then my family booked a week trip, and they just so happened to be 1 week after each other. And it was just wild. And so we ended up going back to Austin for like 2 days to like kind of flip suitcases, get some different clothes or whatever, and then just go right back. But so while we were there was like 1 day layover when like no one was in town. And we went to this place, man, I forget the name of it. We called it Budget Disney. It was like Happy Town USA or some shit like that. And it's like this theme park that is run by high schoolers. Like, they're all just young kids, and there's a full bar. And so, we're taking liquid courage shots all day because we've got our eyes on this one ride where you pull yourself up, essentially you pull yourself up in a potato sack about 350 feet, and then you need to pull the cord yourself so that you just free fall pendulum swing over the water. And then remember, you're in a potato sack. And then, your life continues on. We freaked out. I thought that I was so excited for this until the moment that I pulled that string, and it was the worst decision I have ever made in my entire life. Like, free falling is not.
You just reminded me. Those videos where they have like the swing shots or whatever, where the people they like pass out and they wake up screaming and they pass out again.
I love that. I absolutely love those videos when people like pass out and then scream and then pass out and then scream. Shout out to the chat. I see we got our fam in there. Yeah, Ben not doing a show today. He's gonna come in and record some things either later this morning or early afternoon, something like that. So we'll get a chance to chit chat. I know that we got back Saturday. Him and Cassie got back Sunday. I don't know if they got delayed. I think they were on the same flight as we were, just 24 hours later, and so we got in. Oh, brutal! This is the one thing. Listen, Turkish Airlines, you got some issues. The internet didn't work. They left mine and Emmy's bag in Istanbul. So we had to go back. Whitney and I had to go back last night to the airport. It's like 45 minutes. It's not that bad, but it's not something you want to do on a Sunday night when you're still recovering from the jet lags. But we had to go back to the airport to get those suitcases. But remember, it had like all of my tech gear. I brought like, cameras and all that shit, thinking that I was going to be, maybe doing more than I was going to do fight week. I had to concentrate and whatever. At the end of the day, also Jesse Thomas, valid attempt at the fight. Sorry you lost. Thanks, brother. Hey, you guys saw my post yesterday as a post of gratitude. I don't give a fuck about that shit. You guys know that. That's not my career. My career is to hang out with you guys and chit chat and make fun videos and press buttons for live streams and shit. Like, that's what I do. The fighting stuff on the side is like, it is so wild. It is so fun. It is so amazing. The opportunity. I'm a fucking yes man to that shit because I love it. Like, I mean, where do you get to go to get paid to fucking fight somebody, right? And we go to exotic part of the world, like Hong Kong. I think that may be next. There's going to be Vegas. I don't know. There's going to be opportunities. CFN's going to go 8 places next year. I'll pick up a couple boxing matches. No way I'm turning that shit down. Maybe 1 or 2 karate combat. So we'll see. But this is it, man. This shit's fucking wild, and I love it. And why not do it while I can?
I mean, the fact that you're here doing this is winning anyway. Let's be real. You're winning.
Yeah, right. Like my
Is
family.
the Vegas event going to be for the conference?
Yeah. So I know. So I think actually, as it turns out, Karate Combat's going to be doing an event in Vegas during the Bitcoin conference, and I believe CFN is as well. So there'll be a chance to see both things in action, which is really cool, man. I really dig, part of the, honestly, you guys know, I love Karate Combat. I love what it stands for. I love the people. I love everything about it. And, CFN, I got a new appreciation for it. I was treated pretty well as a fighter. As far as everything that they did, and the production value was cool. We got some photo shoots and I got access to those photos, and those things this whole thing was a fucking memory of a lifetime. Like, it was an opportunity. And like, sometimes you see my posts, like you just got to say yes to an opportunity when it comes around, even if it's going to be uncomfortable, even if it's going to hurt. Fuck, I mean, look at me, my nose is broken, I have 2 black eyes, but that's it. I feel great otherwise. A little stuffy, obviously, because I can't quite breathe right. But I mean, fuck, for that opportunity, I got paid pretty well. My family got a great vacation. We made some memories that none of us will ever forget. Why not? Sometimes you just got to say yes and make yourself better, right? That's the whole thing. That's what we preach. That's what I preach. And like, we're living that. We're just doing it, man. I don't care if I win these fights or not. That's not important to me. At some point, like, yeah, I want to win, but that's not the most important thing to me. You guys know that. What is up?
Dude, I love that picture that you had with the, your family on the in the desert with the sunset. That was so sweet.
Yo, that was fun. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, so we did this thing. It was funny. We left the hotel in the afternoon. It was like 2:30 in the afternoon. And obviously this is the day after we get there. This is Sunday. So Emmy's time's like all messed up. We get in the car. We have a 45-minute drive out to the desert. She passes out, and we transfer, straight to, we're going to be calling these dune bashing, where this guy, we're like in a Land Cruiser, and he's just ripping through the desert, like up on these hills, like kicking sand, doing like all sorts of dune bashing, man. It's wild, up and down, bouncy, all sorts of stuff. Emmy wakes up from her nap and is just in love with what we're doing. And then obviously, we got some really amazing family pictures, and I got my chic outfit. So I am now Habibi Chains. I brought it home. I've got it with me. So one of these days I might wear it for the show.
I'm disappointed to hear that you're not wearing it today.
Whitney thought that she had asked me, she's like, are you wearing your thing tomorrow? I said, maybe. I got it here. I mean, shit, I could throw it up.
Oh, someone's going to have to clip this. I can't see.
All right. Well, here's So here's the robe, and forgive me, I don't know the name of the robe.
No, so I actually asked somebody while we were out there, and he did tell me, but like, bless him, the poor guy said it about 6 times. I still didn't understand it.
Yeah, well, we can look it up. That's no problem.
I'm loading the stream right now. I've got to see this.
Yeah, there you go. This thing's like, these things are big. These head wrap things. So give me 1 second.
That looks brilliant.
They need to get have like spaces where you can have the space and have the video at the same time. It's kind of weird how you have like a video space and you have the normal space, and then you just integrate it all to one thing.
Yes. This was a terrible job tying it, but obviously I'm not trying to do it right now. But there you go. So I am now Habibi Chains. I have been honestly, like, it's really interesting. I had a really, really good time in Dubai. I think that the culture there is something totally different. It is more of a civilized culture than anything, right? And I feel like there's some things that some lessons that I had learned in life by being in Dubai and experiencing that culture firsthand. One thing, I'm with my people. Like, I've always been a sandal guy. I hate socks. Pretty much all the men, that's like all they rock is sandals, and like that's my shit. That's my jam. And so, like, I'm in. Like, I'm ready to move there at some point. Not right now.
It's so crazy to see, like, a full grown dude. He might be wearing a 50 grand suit, but he's wearing $5 sandals.
I mean, that's it, man. I just like, feet on the earth, brother. That's my thing. I hate wearing shoes.
How's your midgie bites? I got back. I worked out I had about 20 of them.
What was it?
The little sandfly midgie things that were flying around. Kept nipping on it.
Yeah,
mate, I got about 20
you got eaten. You got eaten up somehow at the airport. I did not. Those things, they don't want my blood. It's spicy.
They saw your fight. That's what it was. They were like, "No, we're not messing with him."
Yeah, no. This guy will just smash me flat.
So have you had a chance to get some pizza now?
Dude, yeah. So that night after the fight, we had to finish packing up our room because we were leaving the next morning. We had a 9:30 a.m. flight, so we had to leave the hotel like around 6:30, right? So we could be there, that 3 hour before. We ended up doing, a pretty good job of getting everything locked and loaded. But we said, you know what, let's order room service. So we got a pizza and a couple beers, and so yeah, that night I got myself a pepperoni pizza and a Budweiser beer, and it was glorious, man. It was something else. But right before right before I went back to the room to pack, I was actually at the hotel bar with Doug and Heck the Snack, and so my first drink after the fight was with our guys. We had a nice little time hanging out. It was just the boys at the sports bar, the hotel.
Yeah, big shout out to Heck, man. What a guy as well.
What a guy. Yeah, he's a great guy. And so I was like a bozo. I was supposed to go train with him because I had I think it was right before I'd gotten sick. I had a couple days where I was planning to go down, and I, for some reason, and I even told Corey, because I had said, hey, I'm coming down to train. And so it was going to be like this close thing. Cause like, I thought he was near Jacksonville, but he's outside of Tampa. And so it's totally a different area. But the whole point is to definitely get down there and trade with him. He trains at the UFC gym down wherever he lives outside of Tampa, and that'll be a great place to get a little bit more of a further education on the combat sports, as well as going out to Vegas. We'll go spend some time with Keith Berry he has said to get out there, and I can utilize his time and some of his trainers and the space that he works at and goes to. So that'll be a cool opportunity. So I gotta get some more training, especially if I'm going to take another fight. I think if Hong Kong is the next place, the exotic destination, Asia sounds like a pretty fucking dope spot to go fight someone. So I'm in for that. So I just got to get ready.
Hell yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Well, what's going on with
So,
crypto?
I mean, obviously, what happened? We brought crypto back down to buy levels now, haven't we?
Yeah. I ended up buying a little bit of XRP, a little bit of ADA, as you guys saw yesterday. I hope you guys are proud of me for buying some ADA. I thought that was probably a good little thing to do as like a peace offering for people who were mad at me for talking shit for a while. Just having a little fun, just a little ribbon, as you know, just a little, joshing between us blokes. I see we got a hand. Preston, what's up, brother? Oh, Preston, you motherfucker.
Surprise!
You idiot.
Yeah, what's going on, motherfucker? Hey, I'm not an idiot.
Oh,
No,
you
just
got
'cause
me
you
with
can't
the
look at the
Preston thing,
fucking-
though, dude. I didn't click on your name until I saw the background. I was like, oh, it's Hash. Damn it.
See, it's not personal, and you missed the whole week that I was Sandra. That was a fun week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, good time. Yes, I saw that you bought some stuff. Congratulations, all the stuff. I sent you a DM. Proud of you, brother. That was fucking awesome. I did have a question about melting.
Uh-huh.
Tell me about it.
Well, I think we're all going to be learning some more about Melty, but it's going to be a nice little play over on the Solana chain. It's a new meme coin. From what I understand, they got a nice team, a lot of people that are going to be talking about it. And, as they say, when in Rome. Obviously, nothing is financial advice.
Two-part follow-up question. Does that mean that you're changing your mind about meme coins?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, I feel as if last time we talked, at least, I feel like you were pretty, not against them. You're still dabbling in it, but I feel as if you believe much stronger in, like the altcoins you're buying and all those kinds of things, right?
Yes. Well,
yes.
I mean, yeah.
So what is it that prompted you to take this? I don't know what it is, but I'm going to assume some kind of advisory / promotion capacity for this token.
Correct. Yes. And so, and with that being said, like I told our community, depending on how things go, we'll be doing a lot of giveaways, and we're going to be working with the team for maybe an ongoing basis. And so, it's one of these opportunities that's come up, and so we're going to explore it and see how it goes. But like all meme coins, guys, don't ever. I wish I had some music I could play with it, except for pizza time. Invest more in meme coins than you can afford to lose. It is a gamble. It's a risk.
I think you need that.
It's like a lottery ticket. Some win, some
I think
don't.
you need that Taylor Swift song to go in the background of that. We are never, ever, ever, ever.
I was thinking shake it off. Shake it off instead of scratch it off like a scratcher. They're like scratchers, right? You never know. Like
True.
We can talk about it on the show. We can run some giveaways. Like I'm getting some coins. Like we'll figure it out. See how it goes.
I would rather put money into a meme coin than buy my local lottery. I feel like I have a better chance than on a meme coin than my local lottery here.
Yeah, I mean, we know that they exist, and if we understand, some things about the risks that we're taking and who we're working with and stuff, like, it makes more sense. Like VHS. Like I know what's happening at VHS because I've known the people, the main guy behind it for years, and so like we talk about meme coins, and a lot of them I buy them myself as well. Like I'm not the type of person that's just a shill and sell and bullshit the shit out of you guys. That's not my jam. You know that. I mean,
so in the wake of our newest meme coin controversy whilst you were gone,
what happened while I was gone?
Spit on that fucking
yeah,
meme coin.
wow. How about that? And she's just been still asleep for like 85 hours now or 100 hours or something.
Yeah. Just went to bed, never came back.
Oh my
Well, she
God.
posted that dance on Instagram.
I was listening
Are
to
you
that.
more wary? Are you more wary of promoting a token after something like that?
No, because I mean, you have to think like, listen to like what she said. Like, she got suckered into that deal. Like, the fucking person, whoever put that thing together for her, put her through the ringer and just used her name because they took her tokens, locked them up for like 3 years, gave her a fucking slow drip while everybody's like unloading in the background. Like, that's like, you got wamboozled. But obviously, it's her name.
Yeah.
It's
How
her
much?
project.
How much do you think Better? How much do you think Better made on that token?
Yeah.
Do you know who Better is? I'm assuming
I believe so.
it's Jake Paul's company. Well, he's part owner.
Yes.
The gambling / other kind of thing. That's who owns Haley's podcast and stuff like that.
Right. I did read an article about that he was like the main investor, like Jake Paul was like the main investor in her podcast. Basically.
Yeah,
like through
I'm
his,
gonna go
through his
ahead and
company.
guess main investor in the token.
Hey.
Last question.
Yeah.
Do you think that something like ad needs to be put into a tweet like that if you're promoting it?
Yeah. Probably. That's a good point, I suppose.
I mean, it should have really, shouldn't it?
I'm asking about your tweet about Melty, actually, not Haley.
Yeah, no. I definitely understand what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, I guess possibly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Why not?
Avoid complications for no reason, right?
100%. I mean, I think like at the same time, like you would probably like most people would understand like what's going on at this stage. I would think for the most people, like the people who interact. That's all. But I get it. You're right.
I mean, speaking, you're talking about buying ADA. Man, I had a trade going, and then I had like all these buy orders on the way down. And I can't believe it hit all of them. I had a buy order at $1.14. I'm like, there's no way it goes down there, and it did. It went to $1.10.
What do you think caused the
But
sell?
it's good.
What do you guys think caused the sell off like overnight? That like, I mean, I was looking at the charts. I was looking, as you know, that like I was out of the game for the whole time I was gone. I wasn't doing any trading. I was doing like really nothing with crypto, just kind of looking at spot bags and just kind of checking in with things, but doing no trading because I was really focused. But yesterday I moved some stuff into the old the contract account for Femex, and just watched and watched and watched. And I got into a little bit of a long this morning, but then things started bouncing and going down, so I abandoned ship, and I was up like 20. Let's see, order history. I don't know. I think it was up like 28% or something like that. So it was a nice little pop. It was up way more, and I was wondering if it was like getting ready to run, but then it came back down, and I just chicken shitted out of it. And I said, I don't want that smoke.
I almost wonder if we're just kind of like starting off the month like kind of bearish, and then we get that Santa rally a little bit later on. Like we have like the Bank of Canada's meeting this week. They're cutting rates. The FOMC is meeting, I believe, next week, and they're cutting rates. So I can't see a world where we don't become bullish probably by the end of the month. And that kind of usually happens. We get volatility at the beginnings and ends of the month. So I would assume that if we're down at the beginning of the month, we're up at the end of the month.
It also follows the trend from 2020 and 2016, but I put less stock in 2016. If you go look at December or like October through December of 2020, both with altcoins and with Bitcoin, you're seeing very similar patterns. History doesn't repeat, but it does rhyme. And this is like that moment right before, in the past, parabolic liftoff. And then for Bitcoin, and then that's followed by parabolic liftoff for like altcoins, like early the next year, is again what has happened in the past. And then also, I think the sentiment on the timeline was very much like, oh shit, everybody go buy these fucking altcoins. And, you know, when everybody's doing something, the opposite tends to happen quite often.
Let me ask you a question. Does telling someone to join a Telegram and turn on Twitter notifications consider investment advice?
No, but it is considered an ad.
Just, I mean,
According
I
to
get,
the,
I get
you know,
behind the scene, 100%. Like, I'm just wondering. Like, I just
No,
didn't, I
don't
didn't think
it's
about it.
financial
I
advice.
didn't think.
I do not think it's financial advice.
I just didn't. You know what? To be honest, like, in full transparency, I didn't think about that at all. The thought hadn't even like occurred to me, and so because there was no like contract address or there was no whatever. But I suppose that like in a world that is undecided, it's always good to err on the side of caution.
Oh, it is decided though. This law exists. It doesn't change because of digital goods, right? Like if you are paid, you need to disclose. At least in America and Canada. I can't speak to the rest of the world.
Right.
Right. So the financial advice part, like that, I think
like,
people are really worried about that.
But remember, you're talking to Sheik Chains right now. Sheik Chains lives in like in the Middle East.
Sheik Chains, Habibi.
Are you watching the stream? Usually check out the stream at all.
Okay.
Yeah. It would put more context into it, I suppose. But how the heck is everybody? Smash the like and hit the heart. If you guys are watching the stream, no matter where you're at watching it, it's either going to be on YouTube or X. I see most of the people are on X, so hit the heart if you guys are watching on X. If you are watching on YouTube, smash the like. And I know you guys do. It's usually like 100% ratio. Like there's no other place like it on the planet, that 100% view to like ratio. And I love you guys, and I mess with you for it. So shout out to the chat. Let's get it. The YouTube people.
I booked my BTC conference vacation. I got the Black Friday deals for flights and everything. I booked for the MGM Grand.
Nice, dude. I like the
now,
MGM Grand. It's like it's close to the airport. You're right there, kind of like at the beginning of the strip. So like you like it's a little bit quieter, but you got like Hakkasan, I think, right over there is the main club, and there's usually like a Steve Aoki show or something going on at Hakkasan. That's wild.
I didn't realize they have a train that goes through all the whole strip. There's like a little train that goes to each hotel along the strip from I guess the MGM Grand and connects them all.
Nice. If it's your first time out there, you are definitely gonna want to walk the strip. You are going to want to check it out and soak it in and go back and forth, hopping over the road. Check out the fountains, all that stuff. At some point, we'll get up to Fremont Street. You can watch people kick the Minotaur man right in the testicles or whatever it is. It's wild, man. That's a freak show out there. Fremont Street at night. Never been.
It'll be my first time going to Vegas, so it'll be exciting.
Hell yeah, dude. We're going to have a good time. Vegas is fun.
Too few people go to Fremont Street. Go to Fremont Street. It's old Vegas. It's like what people like in the movies when you see like the lights above the strip. That's Fremont Street. The like new strip is like where Jay Chain's talking about like MGM and like New York, and all those like bigger casinos, which is also really fun. But definitely go to Fremont Street. It's where fun casinos are. It's where all the fun shit is. It's where the locals go to gamble.
Golden Nugget. You got Golden Nugget up there. You got the D. Like you could always stay at the D, like for sure. The D is a great place. It's cheap, but it's nice. Never stayed at the D.
If you got kids, Circus. Great time.
Yep. Yeah, there's like, you know what else is up there cool is like the neon light graveyard. If you've never done that, that's amazing to do at dusk. At dusk time when it's like the golden hour, they say, and you're getting those neon pictures. And man, I'll tell you what, that's the spot. Check that out if you're ever out there. Is Doom still out there?
I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. Yeah, I think he is. He's due back soon, though, I think.
Yeah, I think you said he was doing like 6 weeks or something like that.
I talked to him I think before the weekend, and he said he had like 7 days left.
Right.
So he probably has maybe a little bit of this week, and he's done.
Well, I do. It's funny. We got home and I was looking at something, and I do have. And so, Dal, shout out to Dal, shout out to Doom. If you guys are watching or listening, I've got that Hedera and Karate Combat koozie, the Hedera socks and Karate Combat koozie package for each of you. I don't know whatever. I never shipped them out. That's my bad. But I've got them, and I will send them out very soon here. So, Doom, you will get it. You'll get it when you get back. Boom. There you go. Quick little announcement, if you will.
Apparently, partner and sponsored are also acceptable things apart from ad to put in there.
Well, that's good.
Chains. I'm just reading this. I'll DM it to you.
Thank you. Help me out. Keep me safe. Appreciate you.
Yeah, Ariel Givner is the fucking best free source of legal advice. Not that she would like me saying that, but like definitely turn noties on for Ariel Givner. She's amazing.
I agree.
And she's like actually into crypto instead of these fucking law firms that are like, oh shit, class action suit against Haley Welsh.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, no, I had a chance to actually meet her. I don't remember if it was at the Crypto Tax Summit or at one of the other main conferences, but I had a chance to actually meet her and chat with her, and yeah, she's rad. Cool person. Hands down, Preston.
She seems like a really cool person.
Yeah, I like that. Lawyers in the space like Eric Grimace. That was a fun fight, though. I had a good time.
Yeah, that guy really knows how to put in a briefing. I don't know, something.
Yeah, I like how you threw the word nose in there because it's funny. We were having a conversation, here's a little inside conversation. When we were shooting that promo in the desert, when we were squaring up, we were having a funny time laughing because we had to stand there for a while because they were trying to get the drone right and all that stuff. And he had asked me, he's like, you ever broken your nose? And I said, yeah, I have. And I said, in my sparring session for my Karate Combat fight, I got my nose broken. And then in the fight, I had gotten it rebroken. And he had said, man, I'd be so pissed if you broke my nose. And so I didn't break his nose, but he sure as fuck broke mine. But he was concussed. He said that he and I have been chatting. And shout out to Eric. He is the champ. But he did say that he spars with some big fucking guys, and he has never been hit like that before in his life. He got rocked. He was concussed, he said. So I got the power. You
got fucking dynamite in your hands, brother. That's for sure.
Someone's gonna catch it one of these days, man. I tell you what. Someone's gonna catch it.
Oh no.
Dude, when you hit him,
he caught it.
Like
you just
standing.
need more cardio so you can catch him again.
Man, you know what?
Dude, when you hit him,
he spit out the mouth guard at that one point. He gave himself a little extra time, and then when I had him standing, that second time that I had him standing, he was up on the ropes. I didn't press when I had him standing up the ropes. I stood there and let him catch his fucking breath. If I'd have just pressed, man, I'd have fucking knocked his ass out. But it is what it is. Hey, it's all fight IQ. You learn. It was my second fight ever. Like, I don't care. I'm learning. We're having a good time.
When you hit him, he was standing, but he was not there. He was not coherent at all.
Yeah, he was standing out twice. And it's a good feeling for me. That makes me feel good as a boxer, right? As someone who's enjoying these combat sports, that, man, when it comes to it, like, if I rock somebody, I can fucking rock them. But shout out to him, man.
Dude, I was watching
Did I tell you, Jay, afterwards when I saw him, I sort of said to him, how you doing? You all right? And he just looked at me and he said, your guy can hit. And that was all he said to me as he kind of like stumbled off.
That was
Dude, I was watching the Anston fight. That guy is so fucking tall. Holy shit. I didn't realize how tall he was until they were standing beside each other. Holy fuck.
Yeah, like that is such a height mismatch and disadvantage with that reach. That honestly doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but it is what it is. I would never fight someone that tall, ever. I mean, no, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't turn on a fight, but I wouldn't choose to do that. That wouldn't be my first choice. It is what it is. Any you guys trying to get any trades? I'm trying to get into an Ondo long again. I've got a low limit set on this thing. I'm waiting for a little bit of a red candle. But what else
What
we got
entry are you
going on
looking at?
trade wise?
Dude, I'm trying to get in on a pole trade like Polygon, but
Okay.
trying to catch it as it comes down. I've been sitting pretty for a while, but then it dipped yesterday and kind of got me on my break even. But I think pole's gonna rip, man. Like, I'm just trying to catch it so I can get it the ride back up to $1.
Where is it at right now? Polygon.
I think it's like 64 cents or something like that right now.
Yeah. All right. Hey, that's a nice little gain there, because that to me that's always been like a dollar coin, like at least like that should be the floor on Pole, right, on Polygon.
Yeah, like it stayed. It's funny, like it's a weird coin because like in the bear market, it stayed $1. Like its all-time high, I think, was like $2.50, and it stayed above $1 almost the whole bear run. And then it dipped before, like when all the other coins started going up, it kind of went down, and it's been sitting pretty around, between 50 and 60 cents.
$1.20 says $1.20 all-time high March 13th, 2024. So 9 months ago, $1.29. It's 49.62% off the all-time high. That is Pole. Now that actually that is going to be shitty information because that's for the Pole token. That is not the Matic token, right? That's how CoinMarketCap's going to read that.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I think when ETH hits its new all-time high, I think Pole will run.
What when you said what token hits its all-time high? ETH?
Oh, sorry. When Ethereum hit its all-time high, I think that's when Pole's going to run. They'll probably move together. I was going to be trading like XRP and XLM, and they were kind of moving together too.
Yeah. What do you guys think about XRP and what it's been doing? I mean, like, absolutely wild to see it at like, what is it? What the fuck price is it? Jacob, yeah, come on up here.
242.
242. Love to see.
242. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought some.
Yeah, I sold half of my XRP at the top.
Do you think it's going to go higher?
Let's fucking go. Yes.
Probably.
Those people are fucking delusional.
Who?
Like, you know how Murad has his, like, believe in something concept? Like, XRP invented that shit. Those people are fucking delulu.
What do you think?
I was talking to someone who's in the XRP ecosystem, and I was asking them what their targets are for profit. Their average entry is 34 cents. I thought I was doing good, 34 cents. And they're like, I don't have a single profit target till $5. And I was like, that's fucking crazy. You're not going to take at least some off the table at a 10X? No, $5 minimum.
Love it.
And I think that's a pretty standard opinion over there in the XRP army. Profits are for losers.
We only hit home runs
thing
here, boys and girls. We don't hit singles. No one's allowed to pull profits. We're hitting dingers, baby. Load them up.
Dingers!
Hell yeah. I mean, I want fucking XRP to absolutely rip. I bought a little bit more of it the other day, as you guys know, or if you saw that tweet. And I love it. What else? Like, I mean, like, you got all the good ones. Everybody's got all the good ones. What are the sneaky ones?
No, that's not true. No, fuck that. Everybody's looking at the wrong ones. Don't look at the things that just ran. Look at the things that can run. I'll pull up an example. Polkadot. Just off the top of my head. Pull the chart up. All right, so we're looking at right now. We're sitting at $9.70 for Polkadot.
Mm-hmm.
All-time high was what, 80?
55.
You're basically able to get it pre-avalanche pump.
It says 55 on November 4th, 2021.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't have my internet's apparently not helping me out. Okay, 55. So that's a 5x from here. I think it's trailing a lot of other I'm going to call these boomer tokens just for ease of understanding. If it existed in the past cycle versus like a SUI that is like I think of that as a newer token. I got a bunch of tokens like that.
Dude, Chainlink is going to have a good run too. There's a trade set up in my trading group showing it's going to go to like 32 bucks.
What do you
So what token?
when it comes to the chain link, why not do Pith? Because the market cap is way lower, the earning potential is extremely higher than Chainlink, and Chainlink is stuck where it is, whereas Pith is where the action is.
People know what Chainlink is.
For me, it's just, yeah, exactly. It's exactly what it is. I know Chainlink. I understand it. I've researched it for years. I know nothing about Pith.
It's all the same. It's just Pith is probably actually better because it pulls data directly versus using third parties.
But is it about the tech at all?
No, for me, no, it's not. I mean,
this?
listen, like, because the tech's a little bit better and the market cap's a lot smaller and the earning potential is a lot higher. Like, yeah, there's a couple factors that go into it. And at the end of the day, it's probably more of the money than the tech. But the tech is what's going to help make the money, right? Because the tech is better than this. I don't want to say the Chainlink killer, but the Chainlink killer potentially. The sniper, the Chainlink
What's
assassin.
all-time high?
I got the BB hat on. I don't want to get myself shut down here.
Do you, off the top of your head, do you have any idea what the all-time high is?
For what?
For Pith? Oh, I got it. Pith, $1.15-ish.
What's it at right now?
47 cents.
All right. So 2x ish.
Yeah. That's just all-time high. And
Right.
again, that's a new coin. I think of that as a newer coin, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think that 10x is probably on the table for sure. Probably potentially
I think
more.
so.
I would say probably, a 20x because of the potential with the Oracle solution that it does provide. But I mean, that's.
But I also think that people abandon winners at this part of the cycle, right? Like a lot of people, like for me, like I'll use Sui as an example. Like I've got Sui at like 96 cents average buy-in.
Right.
I have a really hard time buying more Sui right now.
Because
I think
not
it's going
sexy.
to $10.
It's not ripping.
Right. Because I could have bought more before.
Right.
I think a lot of people fall into that.
That is part
That's
of that.
such an easy trap to fall into.
It is because it's not shiny, it's not sexy, and it's not, it's not pumping the 40% a day like it was or whatever, 30%. There are other things going. You're like, yeah, like this is great and all, like it treated me well, but I would like to move into something that's gonna fucking rip so I can get rich. That's all part of the psychological emotion of it. Like that's why you have your spot bags and you don't fucking touch them. And if you have a trading bag, make that your trading bag. And if you need to make some adjustments, but have a spot bag and have a trading bag. And you don't have to be leverage trading. You could be spot trading, but things that you want to move around, things that you don't want to hang on to. Remember, never get fucking attached to your bags. That's stupid. Don't get married.
So I'm a big proponent of spot bags.
Yeah.
I have 43 tokens. I'm a little diversification heavy. I have 43 tokens. 43. I got too many. I hear you. But I do. I got 43. However, I'm not a genius. I promise you. I'm shitty at trading. But 41 of my tokens are in profit. And it's not because I picked good ones. It's not because of any of that shit. It's because I've been buying them for a while. If anybody else, like, it's not me. A lot of people with spot bags who've been buying them for the last 6 months are going to be up.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
They're going to be up.
Absolutely.
The only tokens I'm down on are the ones that I've bought recently. Like XDC is something that I'd never had in my portfolio before that I now have in my portfolio.
Hey, yeah.
And I'm down 6%.
Who is the one who recommended that? Because I looked at it after that was recommended to me.
Shit, I don't know.
I bought a little bit of that.
I want to say either I only watch content from Alex and Alio Trades as far as like YouTube creators go, except for you, of course, Jay Chain. Shout out to our YouTube viewers.
Yeah, shout out to the YouTube viewers. But yeah, that XDC. I picked some of that up yesterday.
Yeah, so I think either one of the two of them, or I found it looking at like again, my strategy tends to be look for tokens that are still in accumulation. that have a chance to break out. And so I think that it probably had a little breakout. This is an XDC's a new token. And I don't know I looked into it. I never buy a token without looking into it. I looked into it. It's got to fill one of my buckets. So that means that it's either like a fucking AI token or a gaming token. I think it's gaming. And it has to have some kind of benefit there that I put it into this portfolio.
And it's like just ramping up, like literally has been flat. It is just ramping up. And some of the candles, some of the wicks on this chart are freaking out of control. This could be a trading. Yeah. This could be a trading home run, dream come true.
Oof. Yes. Again, I haven't been trading it. I've just, and again, when I say accumulate, I bought like $20 of it. And again, I bought it all-time high. I bought it at all-time high probably, and I'm fine with that because this is a new token, right? This is not one of the boomer tokens that came out, at least on my chart here, December of last year. And so we could run. This could be a SUI. This could be a last cycle Solana. This could be a 2 cycle ago XRP. Not because of any utility, just because people like shiny things sometimes. And so we could go to 50 cents. We could go to $1 just because of Alex Becker promoting it, right? Like it has nothing to do with rational behavior at this point. I'm just looking for things that it's like, okay, is the price action here? Is the volume here? Is there something being built that like the actual community cares about? And could it 100x? That's what I'm looking for in an altcoin. Could it 100x? Could this become, $10? Could be. A lot of tokens became $10 last cycle.
Right. And
again, just for like unit value, it started at like a penny. It's not like it was at 0.000005 and I'm expecting it to go to $1. Like it started off trading around a penny and now we're trading at 9 cents. So we've already had a 10x. So I can't take that 1000x home, but I could take that 100x home and I will be happy with a 10x and I'll settle for a 5x. At least that's my position.
Dude, absolutely.
That's every coin, not XDC.
And I think it's, even think about your coins that are probably even into the 50s. Let me just see here, market cap wise. I think your sweet spot's going to be like that $3 to $5 billion. Anything above it obviously is going to be in a different game. So your 50s and 40s and 30s, like coins in that range, those are the ones that'll have that potential. There's like that sweet spot where you go from like that $3 to $5 billion range up to like 30 billion, right? So you could 10x extremely easy in a bull run from that particular level. See that shit all the time. Render, probably
like an Aptos,
like a Render, yeah, like an Aptos, Render for sure.
Render, great, yeah. How do you feel about BNB, Chronos, like these tokens that are part of a marketplace?
Well, unfortunately, one of my biggest PTSD moments about crypto is selling my BNB tokens at $8, thinking I was a champ. When we got, back in the day, you got all those free tokens for joining BNB, for joining Binance. And so at $8, I thought I was a King Kong. And then I think it like popped up to like $400, like within 2 weeks. Like it was wild. And so it's depressing. I think they're fantastic for the space. Utility coins. I'm a big fan. I hold like a bunch of the PT token, the FEMAX token, right? It makes your trades cheaper, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. I like exchange tokens.
What about like Radium, Jupiter, like provider tokens? How are you feeling about that?
No, not on DEXs. No way. That's money grab shit.
Sure, but like, do
they
I
all
care?
Are. They all are really. They all are really.
Like Uniswap was like the token from last cycle, right? Like there's going to be a token like Uniswap this cycle. Maybe a few. Maybe it'll get diluted across a few of them.
Hasn't that Sushi Swap been sort of doing a Uniswap this cycle?
It was around last cycle. Sushi Swap was another big winner from last cycle, but I agree with you. I think that I have some Sushi token lying around for this resurgence.
Pancake they had the cake token, right? Pancake Swap. Does anybody use that anymore?
I forgot about that. I was trying to talk to somebody about it the other day, and I was saying, yeah, the donut one,
yeah.
and they looked at me like a donut. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Damn.
that was like a B&B predominantly loaded exchange, right? Dex was pancakes.
Just don't hype like pancake swap.
Pancakes with cake.
Cake swap, another good one.
Look at that. Tokens up 30% in the last 7 days. Got a market cap of $1.1 billion. $3.96. Circulating supply.
Well, I think a lot of
What's that?
a lot of people who
Bitcoin just popped over 100K again.
Yeah. What popped over 100K? Oh, BTC?
The Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Yeah. I always have my Bitcoin chart up.
Dude, did you hear what's going on with that Choose Rich guy? Apparently he fucking did something at our facial. He's apologizing publicly on his thing now.
Is that marketing
Publicity
or is that
stunt.
real?
It's marketing. Oh, sorry.
I have no idea.
Accurate. It's definitely marketing. Good marketing. We're talking about it.
Whatever.
I hope everybody bought that dip.
That's it, right?
Or not. Or not, right? I don't know. It doesn't matter. There'll be another one probably. Or maybe not.
That's the thing, man. There's always dips. But that wick, what is this? Let me pull up Bitcoin on the daily, right? Because there was, man, this is not what I want. This is not what I want. This is what I want right here, Bitcoin.
Oh yeah, that fucking dip down.
That scam wick, like what was that about?
Oh my god, I was driving to the store to pick up some prescriptions for the pregnant wife, and I got the alert on my phone, and I almost turned around and drove home because I don't trade on my phone to put in a trade. I was like, oh my god, this is the most obvious fucking trade ever, and I should have. I would have paid for all my prescriptions and shit had I just turned around and came home.
Ah, man.
So I thought I wouldn't have got it at 93, but like I probably could have got it at 94. I probably could have been. What happened was a mass liquidation. It was a market making thing, from what I can see.
Yeah,
it was just like, and again, I think you probably saw the headline, like 650 million liquidated in like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
it was just a liquidity scheme. That's all.
Yeah, just the old fleshkey.
Dude, I was driving home. I had the chart up on the screen in the car. I'm fucking driving home. I'm like, let me just get home. Fucking it dropped. I'm like, fuck. And I couldn't do anything about it because I was driving and I wanted to put a Bitcoin long right away and I couldn't.
Man, yeah, I don't know where I was. Obviously, I was, I went trading and stuff last week, but I saw that thing and I was, that thing was juicy, calling all y'all's names on the trading. Man, oh man. Well, what do we think is going to happen?
I think it was also one of those let's teach these new people what's up moments.
Well,
where it's like there's probably a bunch of like traditional finance people who've like started leverage trading Bitcoin at these levels. They've probably never seen a wick like that, and they just got wrecked.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I've been saying, we a $10,000 candle is not uncommon, for I think not going to be uncommon for where we're headed in the very near future. And so, man, the more often we see those, the better. And obviously, as people who like to play the game and know how to buy and sell and at the right times, hopefully, sometimes we get it wrong. I know sometimes we get it wrong, but those sharp volatility movements are what we need in order to build capital to really succeed this bull run. So we're gonna be doing a lot of trading starting in January. We're gonna be working with some new trading partners pretty soon too. So stay tuned.
Can we talk about this USDT minting shit that's going on? Because nobody's talking about this, and I'd like to get some opinions.
Yeah.
Again, no one's talking about it, which kind of scares me.
Yeah.
So they printed $19 billion of tokens in November.
Okay.
Which I believe is about a 10% increase of total USDT supply. Good for the market.
Is that good or
bad?
But
are we concerned? I mean, it's good for price action. It's injecting $19 billion of liquidity into the market.
And you're talking USDT, right?
I'm talking Tether, yeah. The Tether Foundation, whoever mints the fucking tokens.
Yeah.
But here we are again, and I remember we've had, at least in the past, this conversation has been brought up, like, they've never proved that their reserves exist. They've been audited I know that the audits have come back that like, yeah, they got it, we think, but they've never shown it. And with this kind of minting in 1 month, I think, again, for me as someone who holds Bitcoin, like price go up, like why should I care? And I think that's why a lot of people are ignoring it. But it's a crazy, like they printed 4 billion tokens last week. $4 billion injected into the market. Is that not a concern? A, because of bubble, and B, because like, do they even have the money? Like, do we really believe that $19 billion of real fiat went into their coffers last month? I don't know that it did.
No, not at all. I think a lot of that is just some monkeying around, some funny business. And I think, most of the time, like if I carry stablecoin, I'm carrying USDC, right? And I think that that's probably a conscious decision. Most people can say that they're either making or they're not. And so if you're hanging on to some stables, you hang on to USDC. I think that that's a better choice. I think it's just potentially something that might have a little bit better of a backing to it. And so that's my opinion. I like USDC. Now I do trade through USDT, so I have to carry some and use some for trading. If I wanted to, I could maybe make that change, but right now it's very convenient just to trade with the USDT. But for what I hang on to for some stables, yeah, just use some USDC. Support the old circle system. Get your money bucks, your internet money bucks, your funny business dollars. Get them loaded. Load up your wallets. About to be a bull run, boys and girls. All right. Should we shut it down? You guys, you got anything else you want to chat about? That's it.
I'm
have a
actually
great
driving
day.
a car that's really noisy today, but I can hear all you guys, and I just don't want to deafen you all by keep chatting up with all this background noise. But everybody, happy Monday. Hope you're all ready for the week ahead. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Morehart asks, Ondo versus Pith, who's got more X's left? Man, oh man, that's a good question. Possibly Pith. I feel like Ondo might be. Listen, like either they're all so well connected, but Ondo I think has the direct connection with BlackRock, and BlackRock, they don't play this game to lose at all. They don't play any game to lose. They win at all costs, and so that's kind of you had your best, which with the you had your bet with the enemy a little bit there, and so that's I'm pretty heavy on Ondo. I know we got a big unlock coming up next month. There's about 134% of the current circulating supply getting ready to hit the market. This seems like kind of more of a FUD than anything. I feel like this thing's going to get eaten up so fast. It just kind of is what it is. And so I'm not changing my tune on it. I'm just not as worried about it right now. I think it's performing pretty well. I love seeing where it's at about $1.65. Would love to see it push back to closer to $1.90, closer to $2 in the very near future. That would be wonderful. Hopefully, and I'll be in a very heavy 25x long as well when that does happen. So we watch the charts. I love trading Ondo. I think it does at some point you start to notice kind of what it's doing. So we'll talk more about that in our small group, in our sessions behind the tapes, behind the recorded space. All right. Well, shit, guys, I freaking love you, man. It's great being back. We'll see you tomorrow. I don't know about this afternoon. I definitely think we might go full steam. So maybe we'll do 4 o'clock. Why not? If you guys want to hang out and look at some charts and do some shit at 4 p.m., make sure you tune in. But until then, if you guys say, you know what, fuck you, dude, I'm out for the day, I'm going to do something else, that's all power to you. But we'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. We love you. Adios.